cruel like him?
Well, I don't know. King of England, he's the cousin or something.
Okay. Oh, and you also from Romania, no? Where are you from?
London.
London. Ok. Qui c'est que je connais? You, Mataji?
Moi, je viens de Québec, Canada.
Oh, bah non, c'est. They say in Bengali. Enfin, pourquoi je le dis en bengali? Yati Krishna Bhavanam Rito Sango. International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Qui c'est que vous? You were there, Mataji?
I live in France here.
You français?
No.
No. And you?
Brazil.
Hein?
Brazil.
You see so much variety. Ok, ben il faut lui parler en anglais, je pense. Better speak in English, right? Most of you, everybody speak English, isn't it? Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayana Namaskrityam.
Narayana Namaskrityam.
Naram Chiva Narottamam. Devim Saraswati Vyasam.
Devim Saraswati Vyasam.
Tato Jayam Mudirayat.
Tato Jayam Mudirayat.
Nasta Prayeshu Abhadreshu.
Nasta Prayeshu Abhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Utamashloke.
Bhagavati Tamashloke.
Bhakti Bhavati Naheshtiki.
Bhakti Bhavati Naheshtiki.
Before presenting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of our conquest, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Narayan and to Narayan Rishi, who are the most perfect human beings, and to our mother, Srimati Saraswati, and to Vyasadeva, who is the author. So now we are Tam Vatsaratinam Uvikshyam. Tam Vatsaratinam Uvikshyam.
Tam Vatsaratinam Uvikshyam.
Vatsa
Vatsa
Yuta
Yuta
Gatam
Gatam
Hari.
Hari.
Vatsa Yuta Gatam Hari.
Vatsa Yuta Gatam Hari.
Darshayan
Darshayan
Baladevaya.
Baladevaya.
Darshayan Baladevaya.
Darshayan Baladevaya.
Shaner
Shaner
Mugda
Mukta
Ivasadat.
Ivasadat.
Samer Mugda Vi Ivasadat.
Shaner Mukta Ivasadat.
Tam Vatsarupinam Vikshya.
Tam Vatsarupinam Vikshya.
Vatsa Yuta Gatam Hari.
Vatsa Yutam Gatam Hari.
Darshayam Baladevaya.
Darshayan Baladevaya.
Shaner Buddha It Sadat.
Shaner Mukta Ivasadat.
One more. Tam Visarupinam Vikshya.
Tam Vatsarupinam Vikshya.
Vatsa Yuta Gatam Hari.
Vatsa Yutam Gatam Hari.
Darshayam Baladevaya.
Darshayan Baladevaya.
Shaner Buddha Ivasadat.
Shaner Mukta Ivasadat.
Your turn.
Tam Vatsarupinam Viksha.
Tam Vatsarupinam Vikshya.
Vatsayutam Gatam Marihi.
Vatsa Yuta Gatam Hari.
Darshayam Baladevaya.
Darshayam Baladevaya.
Shaner Mugda Vivasadat.
Shaner Buddha Ivasadat.
Tam Vatsarupinam Vikshya.
Tam Vatsarupinam Vikshya.
Vatsayuta Gatam Hari.
Vatsa Yuta Gatam Hari.
Darshayan Baladevaya.
Darshayam Baladevaya.
Sanair Muka Ivasadat.
Shaner Buddha Ivasadat.
Tam Vatsarupinam Vikshaya. Tammasarupinam Vikshaya
Vatsayutta Gatam Hari
Vatsayutta Gatam Hari
Darshayam Baladevaya
Darshayam Baladevaya
Sanaya Buddha
Sanaya Buddha Vivasada.
Ladies,
Tamvatsarupinam Vikshya
Tammasarupinam Vikshaya
Vatsayutta Gatam Hari
Vatsayutta Gatam Hari
Darshayam Baladevaya
Darshayam Baladevaya
Sanaya Buddha Ivasada
Sanaya Buddha Vivasada.
someone else?
Tamvatsarupinam Vikshya
Tammasarupinam Vikshaya
Vatsayutta Gatam Hari
Vatsayutta Gatam Hari
Darshayam Baladevaya
Sanaya Buddha Vivasada.
Sai, so the pastimes we are going to talk about, these two boys on the right of the altar, they are mentioning the verse we are talking about. Krishna and Balaram who was having their pastimes in Vrindavan. So, Tam unto the demon,
Into the demon
Vatsarupinam,
Vatsarupinam
assuming the form of the calf,
assuming the form of a cow.
Vikshya,
Vikshya
sing,
sing
Vatsayutagatam,
Vatsayutta Gatam.
when the demon entered the group of all the other calves.
When the demon enters the group of all other cows,
Hari,
Hari,
the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna.
Krishna. Darsayana,
Darshayam,
indicating
indicating
Baladevaya
Baladevaya
unto Baladev.
into Baladev.
Shane,
Shane,
very slowly.
very slowly.
Mugda Eva,
Mugdaiva,
as if he did not understand anything.
as if he did not understand anything.
Arshadat
Ashadat
came near the demon.
came near the demon.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead saw that the demon had assumed the form of a calf and entered among the groups of other calves, he pointed out to Baladev, "Here is another demon." Then he very slowly approached the demon, as if he did not understand the demon's intention. Repeat after me, please. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead
The Supreme Personality of Godhead
saw that the demon
saw that the demon
had assumed the form of a calf
had assumed the form of a cow
and entered among the groups of other calves,
and entered the group of other cows.
he pointed out to Baladev,
He pointed out to Baladev,
"Here is another demon."
here is another demon.
Then he very slowly approached the demon,
Then he very slowly approached the demon,
as if he did not understand the demon's intentions.
as if he did not understand the demon's intentions.
Purport, Srila Prabhupada. The import of the word Mugda Eva is that although Krishna knows everything, here he pretended that he did not understand why the demon had entered among the calves, and he informed Baladev by a sign. Omagyanat Vinandasya Yananjana Sharakaya Tatsurun Militam Yena Tasmai Srigurave Namaha. I'm born in the deepest darkness of ignorance, but with a transcendental torchlight of knowledge. My spiritual master has opened my darkened eyes, offering my respectful obeisances. So, we see that these demons, they can assume different forms. Like Putana, she came in the village of Krishna, in Gokul. In Gokul she came, I guess. Huh? Has someone gone to Gokul already? I guess so. And very near Gokul there is a murti of Putana. She's on the allongée. She's, you know, on the laying down. Yeah. So she may have appeared in Gokul, you know, as a very beautiful lady, very attractive, and you know the story. I know, I'm sure. And but with intentions, demons are always concerned about how to get rid of Krishna, kill Krishna. But because everybody was full in the Vrindavan because she was so beautiful. So everybody, although Krishna was their life and soul, and Krishna's life was in danger, nobody could understand who was really this lady, what was her intentions. It's mentioned that the poison she had on her breast is called kalkut. It's such a poison that if we touch it, we die. We don't even to absorb it, but if we touch this kind of poison, we die immediately. But because that's what is very interesting, that because she was doing the movement of giving breast, Krishna, giving milk, Krishna took this motherly movement as if she is his mother, you know. Krishna is very able, that's also one of the qualities of Lord Sri Krishna, of Srila Prabhupada, that he could fan the slightest intention of anybody that he can engage in service of Krishna. When Prabhupada was in New York, you know, you can, for example, if you want to make a musical instrument, you can take some resonator, something which makes sound, a box or anything, you know, and then you can take a stick, and then you can take some piece of strings and fix everything together like this, but with what you find in the street. And with this you can make a musical instrument, and maybe it can be very charming to others. So that's what Prabhupada did also by founding people practically in the streets, you know, putting them together, raising them, and instructing them and encourage them, and that's the way Krishna consciousness movement started, you know, out of nothing. It's very funny. There is one story like that. One man was very poor. It was during period of pestilence, you know, cholera, you know. When you contract cholera, you pass all what is inside your body. It's a very deadly disease, and it's given. We catch cholera from the rats. I think so, isn't it? Who is giving us this disease? Rats, you know. So there was one man like this. He was very poor, you know, and he went to see his friend, and he told him, "Dear Prabhu, can you help me financially? I'm very poor, you know. I need to eat, and with the situation those days, you know, it's very dangerous. Can you help me?" And the guy said to him, "Why do you come to ask money from me, you know? There is your wealth is in the street. Don't you see all those dead bodies of rats? With each rat you bring to the government, they will give you money, and you can raise your money, your fortune like this." And it's mentioned this is now one of the biggest fortune in India. They started by collecting dead, poisoned rats in the streets. So, so we can see from nothing, and not so frequently. I went with one devotee, you know, maybe his name is Mahavishnu Swami, whose birthday has been yesterday. He's been 80 years old now, and we were in Zambia. Zambia is just south of RD Congo, in English-speaking Africa. And there was a family there. What they did, they were collecting all the papers from the African streets, you know. Very simple, you know. And they would gather this, and they had bought big machines from Italy, who was just spinning this paper, and out of this you have toilet paper. And these people, they were very rich actually, you know, big car, big beautiful house, you know. So out of practically nothing, you know, those were, you know, if there is a will, there is a way. From nothing something can happen. And that's what Prabhupada was doing. And that's how Krishna can manifest from nothing, everything, you know. This, actually it is related also to the story of one devotee, whose name is Pundarik Vidyanidhi. You've heard about him. He was looking very much, his Bhajan Kutir is in a village which is called Hatazali in Bangladesh. It's near one port which is called Chattogram. Chattogram means Chittagong. It's eastern of Bangladesh, big port. Many boats are there. And he looked like a very precious dandy man, you know, very always chewing some betel nuts, you know, and he's with red lips, and he has two mirrors, one here, one there, and he was looking himself from here, looking himself from there, lying on very soft cushions, you know, and fan. So he didn't look like a renunciant or anything, you know, but when who came to visit him?
Mukunda and Gadadhar.
And Gadadhar Pandit, yeah. Mukunda and Gadadhar Pandit went to visit him, you know. Gadadhar Pandit was bewildered. He was thinking, wow, who is this dandy guy, you know? And but Mukunda told him, let's see, he's not such a dandy man, you know, within, you know, who is with him. And they mentioned the story of Putana who gave her breast, you know, just by the movement. Krishna didn't see the poison, he saw the movement, the motherly movement of her. And from that, Krishna accepted her in the spiritual world as one of his mothers. And hearing that, Pundarik Vidyanidhi came in trance, you know, he rolled on the ground, and all the cushions were lost, and everything was, you know, just in ecstasy of love of Krishna. Actually, Gadadhar Pandit is an incarnation of Radharani, no? Yeah. And Pundarik Vidyanidhi is an incarnation of Vishavanu, the father of Radharani. So this is all pastime, which are very deep, you know, and cannot see this superficially. So these demons, you know, another time also I was in Africa with Mahavishnu Swami, and there is a railroad going from, this is in what is this country? Nairobi, the country is? Kenya. So on the eastern border, you have Mombasa, and you have a railroad who goes from Mombasa to Nairobi, and then all the way to Uganda, you know, the country of, who was very terrible leader living there. You know? Amin Dada, you've heard about Amin Dada?
The horrible Amindala.
Yeah, he was very fond of, he was an anthropophagist. He was eating human flesh. He was, in his fridge there was ladies' breasts, he was very fond of eating that. Huh?
Quite
Yeah, it's quite common, you know. When I was there, there were in Hardy Congo, there was Kabila and his opponent whose name is Bimba. At that time, there were two opponents to get to have the presidency, you know, to be the president of the country. And Bemba is famous for being very fond of eating the flesh of the pygmies. You know, pygmies, northeast of Hardy Congo, there is some tribes we call the pygmies, very short people. And he was known as eating these people. You know. We are not far from that, actually. Many, many years ago, I remember, I was a new devotee. Yeah. It was in Rue Le Sueur, and somebody told us that there is one avant-gardist. You know, avant-garde, someone who looks very, very smart, you know, and his name was Andy Warhol. And in the Fifth Avenue, or in New York, they had a restaurant. They were a restaurant with a fetus of children fetus.
Even now they do like, yeah.
Oh yeah, you know. Yeah.
Okay, I think we should go into Bhagavatam or something.
Yeah, it's a bit scary, what I'm saying. Okay.
Yes, and it's
So this train is going from Mombasa to Nairobi, all the way to Kampala in Uganda, and we have been hosted by community of Sikh, you know, coming from you know, people who have turbans, and there was monument to commemorate the activities of those who have helped the growing or the installation of the railways, you know, from Mombasa to Nairobi to Uganda. And what happened is that these people, many have been, while making this railway, many have been killed by lions, eaten by lions, you know. But actually these lions were not ordinary lions. They were much bigger than normal lions. And there were entities coming actually from the ocean who could transform their bodies into lions, for example. Same as here, you know, you have this demon. What is the name of the demon? Calf demon? No, the demon we are talking about now. He could change his body. You know. Maybe, no. So this is to say, you know, seems to be very remote, that people can change their body at will. But actually in Africa, this is going on, you know. These people can change their bodies at will. And we went with Mahavishnu Swami again, and in the place where there was the master of the ceremony was there, and they told me it was one of these kind of entities from the ocean who could change their body at will. Many things, you know, in Africa are going on, you know, about black magic and so many things. This is a common thing. So all these demons, you know, their idea is always to get rid of Lord Sri Krishna. So we have related, saying when Krishna killed Aristasura, who was as father as son, you know, here you have the calf, this demon which is transforming himself as a calf. There is also a demon which is called Aristasura, who was a bull, you know, and who wanted to kill Krishna. But what happened finally? Krishna, which is always Ekaleshvara Krishna, Arasabhavritya, Krishna is only master and we are only servant, and is supreme in everything. All knowledge, all strength, all beauty, all wealth, all fame, all renunciation. So this is God, He is supreme. And actually no one can defeat Him. What is this Sanskrit word who says it? Asamurtha, no? Which is, nobody is equal or higher to Him. Huh? Asamurtha? Yeah. So Krishna actually is unconquerable. And finally, all those who went against Krishna, Achita, unconquerable. All those who were against Krishna become destroyed. That's an indication also for us that we'd better side with Krishna, whatever happens, and we'll be safe. But if we become inimical to Krishna or opposed to Krishna, then we have all chances to be destroyed, because Krishna is the strongest actually, So better side with the strong. And why not, a poor man is not very attractive. We feel pity for him, But a very rich man is very attractive. So why not become attracted by Krishna? A strong man is very attractive, Krishna is all strength. A rich man is very attractive, etc., etc. A renounced man is very attractive. So Krishna is the most attractive personality and the strongest. And but when Krishna killed this Aristasura, Radharani, which is the eternal consort of Krishna, which is on the altar, lady on the altar, she was kind of telling Krishna, "You are impure, my dear sir. You are impure. You have killed a bull. The bull is considered our father, isn't it? Why the bull is considered our father? Can you say?
Dharma. Represents Dharma.
Huh?
Represents Dharma.
Yeah, because he's tilling the land. He's plowing the land, and from the land you get wheat, and we can be fed. And the bull is our father, and the mother is the cow, because she
provides milk.
She provides milk, yes. So we can see that our modern society is very deviated from the normal path. You see what's going on in the world today, what happened to bulls and what happened to cows, which should be protected. So Radharani, she said to Krishna, "Don't approach me, please. Don't touch me, because you are an impure person. You have killed the bull. It's very terrible what you did. And you will not approach me unless you go bathe yourself and purify yourself in all the holy rivers of the universe." She was quite demanding, it was quite an impossible task. But what did Krishna? He called all the holy rivers personified, and it became what it became. This what happened from that? Calling all the holy rivers? No, Shyamakun. It became the Shyamakun, and then Krishna was based himself in all the holy rivers, and it was pure. He was supposedly purified. And then, this is I've heard from one devotee maybe you've heard about him, we recently made a survey for him because he became blind. His name is Manya. He's a disciple of Bhakti Damodar Maharaj, and he's the first person who has been accepted as a resident of Radhakund. First foreigner, which has been accepted as a resident of the Radhakund. And he told me that then Radharani says, considered herself impure, because she said, I have criticized this Krishna, which is purest person, so I have to purify myself. So they want to get some water from the Manasarovara.
Manasaganga.
Manasaganga, yeah. But it was very difficult, 5 kilometers from Radhakund. So Krishna invited the rivers from the Shyamakund to enter the Radhakund, That's right. So these two lakes. Who has been to the Radhakund already? Raise your hand. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And this is to end up with the idea that this Radhakund is a very holy, it's considered the most holy place in the universe, practically speaking. And myself, I've experienced that we can, I was very hot with my feet, walking on the hot sun of India, and I just put my feet in the Radhakund, No, I didn't have that to appease the heat, But it came in my mind, is the Radhakund your servant, or are you the servant of Radhakund? Actually, we are the servants of Radhakund. And previously, the devotees, they used to bathe, like in a swimming pool, and Prabhupada stopped this because it's a place for meditation, and so many saints are there. Personally, I've done the Radhakund Parikrama, Dandavat Parikrama, with a devotee whose name is Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj. He's a disciple of what's his name? Jayapataka Maharaj. And he is the grandson of David Crockett. Have you heard about David Crockett? Who did hear about David Crockett? Rochan. David Crockett, he was a very famous figure in the Far West, during the time of the conquest of the US, the America, Il était un homme qui s'appelait David. Il était si tendre que quand il était petit, il tua un ours du premier coup de fusil. David Crockett. Very famous legend, the legend of the Far West. And I told him, your father is very illustrious. Your grandfather is very illustrious. We have many illustrious people in this movement, We have George Harrison, we have Ambarish Ford. You've heard about Ambarish Ford? The grandson of Ford. Wherever he goes, there is a flock of journalists who come to see. But when I told him, I glorified him, you are the grandson of David Crockett. It's beautiful. But he said, no, my grandfather, he has killed so many Indians. So this fame of this world is always tinged with some bloodshed, But,
on Indians, probably.
Pardon me?
On kill Indians.
Yeah, he has killed so many Indians. American Indians, He had killed so many. So he says, what kind of glory is this, I just killed this glory. But unfortunately, that's what is how we consider the strength, that this nation, is fantastic. They can kill 100 million, 100,000 people in one bomb, And this country is even more powerful. They can kill 10,000, So we consider the strength of the people or the countries according to their power to kill. But they don't consider the strength of the people according to their power to give life, So, yes, he can kill so many people. How can he give life to people, It's much more can appreciate more those who can give life than those who can just destroy, But today that's how it's measured, according to how we can give life, give death. And so This is the nature of this movement, the Prabhupada's, this movement of the predication, movement of predication, to give, help people understand what is the
Meaning of life.
huh?
The meaning of life.
Yeah, the meaning of life, yes, if you want. Yeah. And what else? Let me not lose my. So Krishna is always, is the real source of life. As we said the other day, Tavatatamritam Tattva Jivanam Bhuvigrinamti Yebulida Jana. Is it okay? And this is coming from one book which is called the Gopi Gita, which is saying there is no one more benevolent, a better well-wisher than he who distributes knowledge about Krishna around the world. So who is this person which has initiated the distribution of Krishna consciousness in the world? Yeah, Srila Prabhupada, who was based on one very simple verse, Pritivite Atse Yatanagara Vigram Sarvatra Prachar Hoibe Morna. Can you give a translation of that? Pritivite Atse Yatanagara. Pritivite may in the world, no? Universe. Atse, there is Nagara Vigram. As many villages and towns there is in this world, say the Lord, Sarvatra Prachar Hoibe Morana. My name will be chanted, will be preached, will be chanted in every town and village of this world. So, grounded on this words of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of Krishna, Prabhupada opened this Krishna consciousness movement. Although there was, at the beginning, there was nothing, it was a poor Indian, in the streets of New York, but grounded on the faith that the name of Krishna will be chanted all around the world, he started this movement. And now we can see all around the world, we can, with internet, with that means, this one means or another, the name of Krishna is chanted. So this is very, very great gift, when Srila Prabhupada, incidentally he opened this little storefront. It's called the Master's Gift. The Master's Gift means, Master's Gift means Master's Gift. Incidentally, Prabhupada, by distributing this knowledge about God Sri Krishna, is offering to everybody the most, there's no higher gift to receive than knowledge about Krishna. What do you think? What is more heavy, Krishna book or all the gold of the world? What is weighing most? Because actually, if we become, this devotee who used to say, simply by reading the Krishna book, we can go back to Godhead. You know this word, Janma Karma Chamedivyam? Simply him who understands the transcendental nature of my appearance and of my activities, he can go back to home, to Godhead. That's enough. And this devotee, what's his name? One of the 11, Sadhvarup Das Goswami, he said, simply by reading Krishna book, we can be promoted to the spiritual world. Simply by understanding the transcendental nature of my appearance and of my activities, you can be promoted to the transcendental abode. And if we see things as they are, actually, we can understand the nature of this world. You know, this is what the sages and the scriptures repeat to us, that is Dukhalayama Sarvatam. This is a place, ultimately, we are living in a place of suffering. And people which are a bit enlightened, they understand, like Sanatana Goswami, what did he ask? What did he say to Chaitanya Prabhu? Keami? But don't you give class? Yalanjani Kemanita. Who am I, you know? Who am I? I don't know who I am. I don't know why I'm suffering. Some suffering coming from the mind. My mind is making me so much trouble. Coming from the other people who give me trouble. Coming from catastrophes. You know, I don't know who I am. I don't know what is the goal of my life. And I don't know what I'm. So what is the value of this? You know, I don't know who I am. I don't know. Voilà. And Krishna, what is the answer given by Chaitanya Prabhu after a conversation? He even says, you know, I don't even know what is good for me. You know, but when I go to the villages, you know, people consider me, I'm a great pandit. But I'm nobody. I don't know who I am even. But and then Krishna, what is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu answering?
Goki partout.
No, not this one. C'est Jiva. No. Jivela Swarupa Krishna Ramitadas. Yes. That the nature of our true identity, Jivela Swarupa. That we are, that we are, all of us, ultimately, the servant of Krishna. Jivela Swarupahoy Krishna Ranityadas. Our true identity, you know, this I am from Romania, or I'm from England, or I'm from Morocco, or I am from Switzerland or India. This is temporary. We don't have any certainty that we'll be forever Moroccan or Indian, or because we are not the body. This designation, that is basic sayings of Srila Prabhupada, that you are not his body. But this world is, people are totally identified with the body. If you have seen some discourses given by the new US president, whose name is?
Trump.
Donald Trump, you know, we the Americans will do this, we'll do that, we shall conquer this, we shall conquer. Yeah, I mean, this man is 78 years old, you know. I mean, he doesn't, he's just identified with his nationality, with his body, you know. In this regard, there is one story, very quick, how we can be, how this bodily concept of life is so deeply rooted in us, you know. It was in India, I guess. There was a man. He was very, very materialistic. You know, he was always counting his pounds, his money, pounds of shilling. You know, always in this business of counting his profit. And he had two sons, and they realized, you know, life is short for him. You know, he will maybe die within 1 or 2 years from now. And he should get some spiritual asset, some spiritual profit. We should help him because he's totally materialistic, and what will be his future, you know, where he will end up, you know. So they took him all around this, he was a businessman, you know, all around the holy places in India, or, you know, going tour, you know. But the father was still completely, he had nothing, he didn't reveal anything in him, you know. So finally they decided, let's go take him to Kashi. Kashi is another name for Benares. And in Benares, you know, because it's holy place also. Huh?
Manikarnika. Manikarnika.
Have you been there? There's a place where they burn the dead bodies, you know, and for that they use a lot of wood and burning the dead bodies. And then they see the father starting to cry. Oh, I realize now, what a mistake. I lost my life for nothing. And the son was saying, finally our Father is making you awaken to the reality of life. He said, I lost my life. If I had made a business of wood in this place, I would be a billionaire now. You couldn't, nothing could help him. So yeah, so this is quite a thankful task to try to take us out of our conditioning, And it's a long journey, huh? Maybe you are beginning, or I don't know. Anyway, it's to become again brainstalled in our true identity, in our true condition of, not condition, our true self, Satchitananda Vigraha, being full of bliss and eternal, and becoming free from our designation, And that's what's this Krishna